Yo, what's up, guys? I told you I was gonna make another video or two, especially when I kind of figured out the shade situation on the boat. Now, everybody knows that Thor apparently does not make T-tops to go on these center consoles. They're 1900s, but they do make a bimini, which is something that I'm not really interested in putting on this boat. They're pretty cumbersome when you're trying to cast around them. You always get hung up and everything. T-tops, got a lot of low limbs and a couple of low bridges around in my area, so it's not really something I want to put on there and make it permanent. So I started digging around, and I think I found a solution. Y'all check this out. That ought to work, right? Yeah, some of y'all might be saying, what in the world has this fool gone and done? But hear me out. I don't normally fish in the hot sun. Most of the time, if I'm out in the hot sun, we're usually out on a sandbar out here. And we're anchored up. People are laying out, sunning, wife, kids, friends. Everybody's out having a good time, sunning. So I bought this little setup. Of course, it's just a regular patio umbrella. But if you look, this little piece here, this little gizmo, I wonder if I can turn it around. Probably not. Yeah, it fits in there pretty tight. But if you guys are interested in that, it fits in a 3/4 inch seat pedestal base, but it's machined by T6 Marine. I did have to kind of file it down a little bit to make it fit. Like I said, it's really tight, so I put one into there. I also bought one I'm gonna put up on the front because, like I said, I've got some of the Ocean Tamer bean bags, and my wife and daughters like to sit up front, so I'll end up putting another cover up front or another umbrella up front and let them sit out in the shade. But man, that's actually going to work. Now, can I run down the lake with it? No, not with this umbrella. Now, there is a company called Pipeliners Cloud. They actually design heavy duty umbrellas like that, patio style umbrellas, that are actually built to withstand, I think, 60-mile-an-hour wind. They use them out on welding on pipelines and whatnot. But if you're looking to run down a lake or actually use this thing moving around, that'd probably be your best option. But if you're going to be anchored out most of the time on a sandbar like me, it's probably what you best ought to do. Just buy you a cheap old patio umbrella, throw it in that little T6 mount, and be good to go. Now that umbrella, it doesn't have the bottom leg on it. Otherwise it'd be 8-9 foot up in the air. It's not really something that I need, so I just put it right there where it's at. Took the bottom section off of it, slid it right in there. Easy as you please. But like I said, guys, I've got one I'm gonna put in the center up in the front, so that way I'll have two of these. Wind's blowing, so I'm having to chase my boat around. But that's it. I told you, I'll figure something out.